Hashtag touching grass, hashtag green, hashtag nature, hashtag au naturel, hashtag gratitude. Hello, high key, low key. I feel like I'm eating right now. I don't know. Am I? Hi guys, welcome back to Stylish Reads. My name is Leah and I'm so happy you chose to join me today. I thought that for today's video we could do a little themed reading vlog because I have a couple of books on my radar. I have a couple of books on my radar that are nature themed-ish, like spooky, nature, magical themed, and I need to touch grass. So that's my theme for this reading vlog. I want to read like magical, natural books. The first book I'm starting for this vlog is my reread of The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. I've been talking about this reread for like 2 months now. I still haven't got around to it, but I'm doing it now because book 3 is coming out. It's coming out, I think, this week? I don't know. But I do know that I want to reread book 1 and book 2 before I get to book 3, which is coming out in August. I think beginning of August, so I really need to get on it. I started my reread yesterday and I'm on page 100. I'm really enjoying this. I'm already just like giddy thinking about this book and thinking about this world and these characters. I love this book and this series so much. Okay, so let me say a few words about this and then I'll go back to reading. Also, I don't know if you can see that. I tried to like use some marker to fix up. My book got fucked in my bag. So this is a PSA. Don't put your book directly in your bag. Put it in a little bookcase, book bag first so it doesn't get scratched on your car keys like mine did. Usually, like, it all got scratched and I'm really sad about this because this cover is gorgeous. It doesn't look too bad from like far away if you squint, but it's still so fucking sad. Anyways, if you don't know what this book series is about, it's basically a high fantasy setting in which murder mystery take place. And each book is a different like murder mystery that our two main characters have to solve. We do get a little dynamic duo as main characters, a bit of a Sherlock and Watson type. The main investigator is like a very eccentric woman who is just like so passionate about so many things and very intense and very weird. She's so intense that she cannot be using her eyes at all times. Most of the time she has to be blindfolded because if she experiences the world at full capacity at all times, she goes a little bit cuckoo, and she's already a little bit cuckoo crazy. So she wears like a blindfold most of the time. And then we have her assistant, Din, who is like a very rule-abiding citizen who took this position basically to get money for his family, and he is like very by the book, by the rules, a man of very few words, and they together solve out some mysteries. And then all of this is set in such a magical world. The setting in this is so beautiful. This is a world that is very nature focused, very nature heavy. They have like jungles and so many plants in their daily lives. They use like mushrooms and ferns and moss and all of that bog nature stuff in their daily lives. And it's just so interesting to read about. I really love this world. Okay, I need to wrap this up because my natural lighting is fading. I'm going to go and read some more of this right now and enjoy my tea, my nightly tea. And yeah, okay, I'll see you soon-ish. Hi, I have to leave for work in like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna make this quick, but I just wanted to update you guys on the Tainted Cup because I'm flying through this. I'm binging this. This reread has been so enjoyable. If you want to know when this book gets gay, it's at the 50% mark. It's a very small B plot, but I embrace it. I love it. Anything, give me. What was I gonna say? Right, I wanted to actually talk a little bit about the story because I just like glazed the world building and like the book in itself, but I didn't say anything about the story. So at the beginning of this book, our main characters have to go investigate a crime scene where a man was killed because a tree grew inside of him. So like he's dead, obviously, and there's just like a giant tree going through him, through the corpse. This imagery is really fun, but also horrifying. It's like, it's fun, fantasy death, still death, right? And this one like murder crime gets tangled up in a web of so many other stuff. It exposes corruption, it exposes so many things. It leads our characters to go on an adventure to another city and have to just like find out about other murders, and it's really fun. I enjoy it so much. So I'm going to finish this today. I'm choosing that I'm finishing this today. I'm gonna read on my lunch break, and I'm also gonna read tonight, and hopefully I get to finish this. Hi guys, it's finally the weekend. I am really excited for this weekend. I have so many fun plans that I want to get to this weekend, so we'll see if I get to all of them. But first, I want to talk about the book I finished last night. I finished reading The Tainted Cup, and it was so freaking good. Yes, it was just as good as the first time around. I love having not so great a memory because I remember the overarching story-ish, but I don't remember all of the little twisty turning plot twists and little intricacies of the story. So I love having a bad memory in that aspect because it makes the rereading experience really fun. I do want to get to book 2 soon-ish. I am really excited about rereading book 2 as well because from my memory, I enjoyed book 2 even more than I enjoyed book 1, and I just like reading the series feels like coming home, and I'm really excited to get to book 3 because I've seen really great reviews about book 3 as well. So I'm just like, I loved binging this book these past few days. Like I had so much fun. It was great. But before I get to book 2 in the series, I do want to switch it up a little bit. So my 2 like possible reading plans for now, I have the graphic novel version of The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I bought this kind of recently. If you don't know, actually, have I ever talked about the Raven Cycle on this channel? I'm not sure. I feel like the Raven Cycle is to the queers, the gays, and the weirdos. It is what ACOTAR is to straight people. And that's just what I feel like. I read this series, The Raven Cycle, in such formative years in my life. I think I was about 15 the first time I read those books, and I loved it, and I got so obsessed with the series that I was just like rereading it over and over again. And it is technically flawed, as is most literature, and like most things in life are flawed, but to me it holds so much nostalgia. I have just like so much love and endearment for that series, and like it did so much for little Leia to have this series to read that I could never, you could never make me hate the Raven Cycle. You could never. Never, never, never. And then recently they released a graphic novel version of, I think the second one just came out, the second book in graphic novel format. So I'm guessing the first one came out maybe last year or something. And I had my eye on it because I do like having a story told through a visual medium. I think this story could really like flourish and bloom in this graphic medium. So I'm really excited to see how the artist interpreted the story and how they brought it to the page in color. I think this could be like a quick, enjoyable, nostalgic read to me. And also it fits within the nature-ish theme that I have going on this week because there is a very magical forest in this series that acts almost as a character in itself. We do get a lot of foresty scenes, so I'm excited. So this is the first possible book I'm gonna start today, and then my second possible pick is Motheater by Linda H. Kodega. I believe this is a contemporary fantasy, so fantasy but set in the real world. It's set in Appalachian forests, and we follow our main character that meets some sort of forest spirit, forest like goddess-ish, and it deals also with like murders happening in the forest. And I am in absolute love, in absolute awe of the cover. I feel like it really fits well with my team, so I couldn't just like not pick this up for this. I believe it is also queer. So my first order of business today is to get outside, touch some grass, because that's basically the theme of this little reading vlog. I want to go on a hike. I'm very grateful to be living in a place where we have lots of nature and lots of hiking trails. So I wanted to go on a little hike today and enjoy the nice weather. I was so sad because I thought it was going to be rainy all weekend, but turns out today it's sunny and I don't think it's supposed to rain until tomorrow. So we are going to go on a little hike, and it's going to be like a really chill hike. It's not going to be anything like, I'm going to be managing my energy, but I'm thinking of bringing one of these books with me on the hike and then reading at the top. Because the hike that I'm planning on doing has a really, really nice view at the top. So I'm going to look at that. I'm gonna see which book I end up wanting to bring, and then we're gonna go. We're gonna go on a hike. I'm trying to find mushrooms. I'll report back if I find any. Hi, I'm feeling very self-conscious. I'm scared that people are around me and going to notice that I'm filming. But regardless, I finished my hike. Excuse my sweaty appearance. It was so fun. I did not end up reading anything at the top though, because there was like a little shimmer of rain, a sliver of rain. Not enough to render the track slippery and deadly, but definitely enough to like damage a book. So I didn't want to take my book out. But I still had so much fun on my little hike I 100% recommend. I think I'm going to head back home now and eat some snacks, read my books. I'm just like floating in the all of the happy endorphins that physical exercise gave me, and I'm just like feeling so happy now. 10 out of 10 mushrooms, by the way. Mushroom collection was great, but minus 3 points for the screaming children on the trail. Yeah. Okay, so I just finished reading The Raven Boys, the graphic novel. It was really fun. I love the art style. I obviously love the story. I already knew that. Like I said, this series is like a comfort series for me. So if you're interested in the series, I would recommend reading the actual novels first. I think that if you only read the graphic novel, you might be a little bit confused because obviously they had to like condense some plot points, and also with a graphic novel you do gain the beautiful visual aspect, but you lose the prose and the detailing explanations in the text. So I would recommend, if you're reading for the first time this series, to not grab the graphic novel. Like, I don't think it stands fully on its own. I think it's a fun thing for fans of the series to have, but and it's like a beautiful, it's like a work of art. Like it's gorgeous, and it's like reading this is really like fun for a fan of it, but I wouldn't recommend it as like a full standalone. Hi, hello, welcome back. As you saw in the past few clips, I did some care for my plants today. They, like most of my plants in my apartment, very badly needed new soil. And then while I was changing the soil, I noticed how many of them also needed very, very badly to get a bigger pot. So I ended up doing lots of plant care, which was really fun, honestly. It was so calming. I originally wanted to listen to my audiobook for Motheater while I was doing that, but then I got like so focused on my task, and my hands got dirty really quickly that I was too into it, you know? I was too locked in to my plans. So I'm now done with that. It is early afternoon, and I'm going to officially start my book now. Where is it? Okay, I found it. So I'm officially going to start my book now, and then a little bit later I have plans. I want to do a little crochet project, and I want it to be like an easy kind of free form crochet project. I just want to do some pot covers for my plants, because I needed to buy obviously new pots for my plants that needed bigger pots, and I don't have the cash money right now to invest in like beautiful pot covers. So instead, I thought, hey, I have a bunch of yarn, especially acrylic yarn, that I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. So might as well just make cute crochet pot covers and like use that yarn for that. So I'm going to like freeform it I basically, for a pot cover, only need to do like a big rectangle and then put it together at both ends, and that's basically it. So I think I don't need a pattern for that. I've never done freeform crochet before, but I feel like starting with a pot cover wouldn't be too hard. I feel like it's in my wheelhouse. I don't think it's going to be so hard. So yeah, these are my plans for the afternoon. I want to start my book and then later on do some crochet, calm, maybe put a movie on and just like relax. I'm feeling so good. Like, this was such a great weekend. I don't have all of the Sunday uglies like I usually do, which is great. And I'm excited to start my book. I hope that it's a little bit scary. I hope that this is fantasy leaning horror. I really feel in the mood for horror. And like I said, the audiobook for this is available on Spotify. So maybe later, if I want to do some crochet, I can also listen to the audiobook. But I really want to start it physically. So yeah, let's start it right now. Okay. Okay. Sure. I look busted. I look busted as hell. I don't look at me, okay? I'm gonna update like this. My hair is annoying me. I had it pulled back from my face, but then I tried to film this clip with a little bandana holding my bangs up, and my forehead is just a square. It's just a square, and normally I can deal with that just fine. I just don't know what's going on with me today. I just feel disgusting. So life must go on. You might look at me and be like, girl, you look just the same as you do every day. I feel especially busted today, so that's my own problem. I need to move on from that. I did my nails. As you saw in the previous clip, I finished my little crochet project. It was really fun to just do freeform, and just I made it with a little ruffle. It's so cute. I'm really proud of the little pot decoration thing I did. So that's really cute. I should do more of them for my other pots. I'm about to crash the fuck out. This is the third time I've tried to explain the plot of Motheater to you guys, and I'm about to crash out because the words are not coming to me. The speech is not there. Okay, I got to the first 45 pages of Motheater earlier today. I'm planning on reading more tonight, but I wanted to still talk a little bit more about the beginning of this book because this book starts quick. First page, you get thrown into the action, and then it never stops. Like, the pacing is super, super fast. A little bit clunky, if you want my opinion. Like, it's a little bit too fast, a little bit too like, okay, we can slow down and take a breather and like, can you explain what's going on instead of just like having action after action. Anyways, so we get thrown into the action. First page, we meet our main character Benny, and Benny is at the river pulling a woman's body out of the water, and the woman is not dead, which is a great thing. The woman is just passed out, but she's still alive, which is why Benny saw that she was alive and was like, okay, I'm gonna take this woman in my car, drive her to the ER, make sure she's okay. She's a little bit pissed off about finding this woman though, because it like throws off her plans for the day, because Benny was at the river to investigate. The thing with Benny is that she lives in a small mining town in the Appalachians. She used to work with her best friend for the big mining company that basically rules the town, like the big mining enterprises that is the local money power source. She used to work for them with her best friend that she also met through the job. Both women meet at the job and they get to talking and they form a friendship, and they also start to notice some weird stuff. From what I gather, both women were starting to see weird shit going on with the mining company. People disappearing or dying, and not in a normal like mining accident way, because obviously the mining industry is very dangerous, but like in weird, odd ways. The best friends, they started to poke in a little bit and be like, wait, what's going on with this company we're working for? Like, this is kind of scary. Like, we're also in danger, I guess, if people start dying off. And then that's when Benny's best friend disappears. She's gone. And it hasn't been said in the text yet if she has been claimed as dead or if she's just like disappeared. Like, I don't know if she's like a missing person or if they think she's dead. I'm not sure. But Benny, that drives her like overdrive. If before she thought the company was a little bit suspicious, now she's going full like conspiracy theory mode. She quits her job because fuck them. To her, they killed her best friend. She breaks up with her boyfriend. She puts her whole life on hold to investigate the murders. And while she's like, I guess, in the forest surrounding the town, she meets this woman in the river. Eventually, the woman wakes up, and Benny notices that she's a little bit weird. She's a little bit, like, odd. And she's like, are you from around here? And the woman says, yes. It's weird, I don't know you. Like, this town is really small. I know everyone in the town, so who are you? And the woman says, I'm from here. I'm just from a long time ago. And also the woman says her name is Motheater. And she also says that she's a witch. So that's basically what's happening right now. I think Benny is going to try to form an alliance with Motheater the witch, who I guess woke up from a deep sleep of like 150 years to take down the mining company. I don't know, like try to solve the puzzle of what's going on with this mining company and the people dying and the people disappearing and like what is going on. And there's the witch there. I don't know how her witchy powers are gonna help, but she's there. And I also think there might be some sort of romance between our main character Benny and the witch. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the pace is really fast to the point where like a lot has happened, and like all of this information I've just given you is not a spoiler. Like, it happens really, really fast, really quickly in the book. So I would say like first 2 chapters, you are good with all the information I just gave you. So it's really not a spoiler. It's just like so quick that we haven't like even stopped to try to explain a little bit of like exposition maybe. Of course, like not too much exposition, but some spare exposition, please. Like, please, just a little bit, just to let me know. Like, I want to know more. I'm interested about the investigation. Like, what have you done so far? What are the murders like what is weird about this mining company? Like, we don't know any of the details. We just know vague shapes in the plot. So I'm gonna keep reading now, and I guess I'll talk to you next, maybe tomorrow night. So see you until then. Bye. Okay, hi guys! Long time no talk. I really needed to close out the vlog right now because I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed in a couple hours, and so yeah, obviously I'm going to close out the vlog before that. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see my face like that, right? I'm feeling so stressed, very anxious, very unwell. I felt unwell all morning, and that doesn't help that I can't eat, so I feel even more unwell and weak. and all I had was like a blue Gatorade. I will make it through. Quickly closing out the vlog right now. I read a little bit tiny more of Motheater. I got to chapter 9, which is page 85 in this, but honestly I haven't felt a pull towards this book. Like I'm really not that interested so far, so I'm gonna keep trying a little bit. But if you know me, you know I'm the queen of DNFing, so if I'm truly not feeling this book in still a few chapters, I might just DNF it. One thing that I do enjoy about this book is the description of Appalachia. It's like gorgeous and a little bit dark and scary, like the mountains and the forests, and just like the descriptions of nature being like so old. Like nature is so old, it's all powerful, it's really like cool. I like when nature is described that way. And yeah, so that's what I like about the story. I don't really like anything else. So I hope the story is going to get better. I'm gonna keep trying, but I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I had such fun this week, just reading nature books and doing nature stuff, and like having a little theme like that for a vlog is so fun, especially when it still leaves me like room to pick out pretty much whatever I want to read. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Let me know if there are other themes you would like to see reading vlogs from me. Thank you so much if you stayed until the end. If you like this video, you can like it. If you like my face, you can subscribe, and I'll let you go now. Okay, bye bye.